Vambora, vambora. Vambora, vambora. Vou dar uma olhadinha aqui, coisa rápida, vai. Família, eu só queria ver o que tinha aqui, cara. Pô, todo lugar que eu vou tem só morte. Eita. Megalovassauro. O que é um megalo... Será que ele dropa coisas fodas? Matei um monstro pica, hein? Ah, ele dropa muita coisa. Agora, se é foda... Acertei minhas dúvidas. Tá. Não tinha nada de importante ali. Vambora. Pram, 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 pram. Que isso, família? Eu sou muito violento. Cara, eu já fiquei... Mano, eu já fiquei pesado de novo. Pô, como é que eu vou jogar esse jogo, cara? Se eu só fico pesado. Aí, ó. Eu não posso correr porque eu tô pesado. Pô, que saco, hein? Descobriu rocha rompida. Ah, é? Tá, aqui é o caminho errado. Ó, mas tem lugar pra explorar ali, hein? O quê? Tá vendo, chat? A curiosidade mata, cara. Nossa senhora, não. Isso aí não existe. Cara, eu só queria ver. Eu vi um buraco ali. Eu queria ver o buraco. Eu pensei que era uma caverna secreta. Cara, esse jogo ele não é totalmente aberto. A minha vida é uma mentira. Ele mentiu pra mim. Tá, o jogo mentiu pra mim, cara. Eu pensei que eu podia ir pra onde eu quiser. Aparentemente eu não posso. Choque de realidade? Não. Eu estou extremamente assim... extremamente triste em saber que os caras me venderam uma ilusão. Que Kev, cara? Que Kev? Opa, aqui é mal. Aqui má. Mas na moral, Cláudio, você viu, né? Já foi. Ai, bombas! Cara, minha equipe tá quebrada, hein? As minas aqui estão dando orgulho. Olha como é que elas vai, psicopata, parvete. Olha isso! Ai, você é do mal. Toma coronhada, seu merda. Toma. Caraca, as meninas aqui são quebradaças. Eu gostei. Né? Pô, tudo gangue da poucas ideias. Mal, acorda pra vida. Acorda pra vida. Caraca, as minas pulverizaram o cara. Pra quê, tá ligado? Não tem necessidade de fazer uma coisa dessa. Eu vou explorar por curiosidade. Toma, cachorro de merda. Ah. Entendi. Dá pra mim subir pela escada. Em vez de dar essa voltona. Agora já foi, né? Pronto. Vambora, hein, chat. Eu tenho que matar todo mundo aqui? Cara, eu vou só catar o essencial. Máquina de vendas? Onde? Bom, vou catar tudo então. Pô, máquina de vendas não tem como. Cara, acho que eu tenho que fazer o seguinte, ó, Cláudio. Acho que eu tenho que parar de ter medo de gastar. Porque assim, ó, eu tenho muita... Olha quanta coisa eu tenho, cara. É muita tralha. Tipo, tudo isso aqui é comida, beleza. Mas eu não vou usar tudo isso daqui. Aqui, ó, olha o tanto de comida. Pô, acho que essa comida tá pesando muito. Caraca, esse é o lança-chamas que eu tenho na mão. Que porra é essa, cara? Ventiladora leve. Param, 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 param.
Huh? Going silent. You hiding? You scared?
You hiding? You scared? Ai, irmão. Eu queria só te roubar. Cara, eu só queria te roubar, irmão. Pô, pelo amor de Deus.
You out there, whoever you are, yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me. Face to intercom.
Tá. Não, vou arrombar, vou arrombar.
Great work.
Porque tá cheio de munição. Cara, que arrombamento mérito aqui, hein? Não valeu a pena. Fala comigo, irmão.
I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder? And you, Nyoka! What are you doing
Nyoka!
lurking
Ô,
a
nome
stranger
muito
into
foda
my
esse nome,
station?
tá?
You could use the socialization, you son of a bitch.
Que isso?
Also, She hired me.
To what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with right now.
Nioka.
Running out of purple berry wine 3 days ago, not being able to bloody broadcast.
Preciso falar com o informante sobre...
No. We'll deal with information-related business later. As I said, there are bigger problems threatening my life and livelihood at this very moment. The Marauders want me dead. And since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I need you to clear out the threat. As my newest contractor, you may call me the Broker.
Or we can
Broker.
call you Hiram, on account of that's your damn name, and doubly on the account of the broker being a dumbass alternative.
What?
Entendi.
Everyone calls me that. Aside from you.
Beleza, informante.
See, Nioka? I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. Clear the Marauders out, and I'll pay you double the going rate. They destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be out of business. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down again. Too many, considering I hired a bunch of no-good mercs to keep them out in the first place. Already, they've caused considerable damage to the station's property. If they take down the broadcast equipment, I'll be out of a job, permanently.
O que eu ganho com isso?
Aside from the bits I'll be paying you, you said you wanted something from me. Something information-related. I'll give it to you, in person, once I'm safe.
Como é que eu posso fazer? É o famoso vou ver e te aviso, né? Vou ver e te aviso.
Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready.
Calma, meu querido, antes de eu me preparar, deixa eu me preparar. Vocês estão prontas aqui, meninas? Vamos dar um show. Um show de balas. É, queridos. Vai, queridas. Pode matar todo mundo, tá? Olha a chacina aí. Nossa, a chacina é muito forte, né? Bota todo mundo pra dormir. Eita porra. Cara, as minas. Perfeito. Essas mensagens não ligo muito. Hackeando o PC. Controle atmosférico. Ativar sistema de supressão. Sim.
That's the last of them, I think.
Cara, tinha mais alguém aqui? Cara, acho que eu matei um cara sem querer. Né? Eu acho que eu matei o cara sem querer. Tá.
Ah, Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. Do hurry on in.
Caraca, o mano tá bem protegido aqui, hein? Tá.
Where are we headed?
Cara,
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at
pronto.
having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. My compliments on your improvised utilization of the fire suppressant system. I would expect nothing less from one of Nyoka's associates.
Nyoka.
As usual, I'll take that as a compliment.
Of course. This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service.
Pô, só 2.000, cara.
I admit, I do wonder why Nyoka has brought you to me. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here?
Eu já disse, tô procurando um certo informante.
Ah yes, our little chat on the intercom. You're looking for the premier broker for all of Monarch, which you knew was me, clearly. Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane enough to send someone to Monarch to rush me. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing raptidons off your stoop.
Are you fibbing? Be honest.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. Just, it might take me a while this time.
Vai demorar pouco, sabe? Por quê?
I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire. But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions.
Então a gente chuta eles.
Exactly what I was thinking. They hurt us all with their pettiness. Which of course has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood.
Não dá pra cortar eles de dentro da estação?
No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out. The safest bet is to convince Graham and Sanjar to stop transmitting on their end.
Vamos fazer pouco de bônus na cabeça deles.
You do that, I'll be here, waiting on the receiving end. Luck be with you. I have a feeling you'll be needing a pinch of it, plus a vat of patience. Is that a trick question? Because to answer it, you'd need to pay me. Of course, I could offer you a vastly more interesting bit of data instead. Try me. Ask me anything you'd like. I'll even offer it for free. We'll call it an exchange for your help with the broadcasts. Ask me what you will.
Me fale sobre essa IM.
They are a curious lot. Insufferable. And short-sighted, too. What else do you wish to know?
Souber de algum podre da Sanjar Nandi.
Sanjar's not actually at fault for his past performance reviews, but he can keep hunting for loopholes to get back on the board for the next century. He'll never be reinstated. Not in his lifetime. For Nebula's sake, even with the loophole I gave him,
Meu Deus,
he's
não para de
only in
bocejar.
charge of MSI because every other exec died during the massacre at Amber Heights.
Interessante, muito interessante.
Indeed, the information I gather usually is, or it's not worth my time investment, as you can imagine. You mean between MSI, the Iconoclasts, and myself? I bet neither of those megalomaniacs told you I was the true mastermind behind Monarch. Back when the colony was still Terra 1 and corporations were abandoning us left and right, I'm the one who approached Sanjar and Graham with the means to our salvation. I offered them a legal way to take control of the planet. If MSI were the only corporation here, they could claim sole ownership.
Então a IAM teria que ficar para trás enquanto os outras corporações saíam?
Precisely. The other corporations were fleeing because of the hazard clause declaring Terra 1 uninhabitable. But MSI had lagged behind, giving Sanjar and Graham an opportunity. Take over MSI, stay here while the other corps left, take over the planet.
Entendi. E você não ganhava nada com isso?
Even then, I plied my trade as an information broker, albeit in a smaller capacity. Of course, I demanded an exchange for the data. Thus, the bargain was struck. They could run MSI while I would operate Devil's Peak Station. Unfortunately, relations have soured over time.
Já ouviu o suficiente.
Then I have said enough on the matter. Some say Graham suffers
Vamos
from
perguntar tudo, né,
nightmares
chat?
that leave him sweat-drenched and screaming. I would assume it stems from the friends and family he lost in Amber Heights all those years ago.
Quer perguntar outra coisa.
Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
Ah, é? Então chega de fofoca por
How
enquanto.
low you seemingly regard my trade. Sure, you know where to find me if you need me.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Ah, bateu um sono. Meu Deus do céu. Não é um sono normal. Não, pera. Quê? Ah, dá pra mim vir aqui, vender, aí eu dou... Nossa, perfeito. Cara, eu sempre dou uns tiros, né? Aí eu venho aqui, vender. Cara, eu vou falir essa máquina aqui. Nossa, tudo ruim, é brincadeira, hein? Cara, eu ainda tô com muito peso. Como é que pode? Eu ainda tô pesado, cara. Tá. Vamos resolver essa treta aqui.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the iconoclasts.
A
I'm
Rose.
Please take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his philosophist truths, and the iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
Entendi. Quem são os enconados lá?
Why, we're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems.
Uhum. Tem problemas? E quanto aos raptidons? Ou saqueadores?
Oh, those are just hurdles. We deal with them as they come. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
Estou aqui para falar com alguém sobre suas transmissões.
Oh, you've heard Graham's teachings. I'm so glad. He and Zora have done such a wonderful job spreading the light around this dark, dark planet. You can think of those two as our leaders, but they're more like examples. We all ought to be more like them.
Me fale do
Why,
Graham.
he's our founder. Graham taught us about philosophism. Through him, we came to the eternal truth. I'm glad you're asking, by the way. I hope you'll consider staying.
Me fale sobre Zora.
She's been with us since the beginning. I think she was our sawbones back then, but now she's more like our commander. She goes and finds
Eita.
people in the wilderness and gets them to come here. And she keeps us from being chewed on and whatnot. She's liable to take your head off if you screw up, but then she'll sew it back on for you.
Onde posso encontrar eles?
Graham's place is in the large building straight back. Sora's sometimes there talking with him, but usually she's in the triage clinic next door.
Tá. Saquei. Te vejo por aí. Saquei nada.
Seems like a nice little town. Except for all the dead critters.
The folks.
Nossa, minha pistola é mó fraca. Não.
Folks in Amber Heights always manage to find a bottle or two of the good stuff. Keen scavengers, I tell you.
What was that, huh? What do you think you're doing?
Cara, você tava de costa, cara. Tá? Você tava de costa. Nada na dica.
Just don't let me see you here again.
Tava de costa, tio. Me poupe. Meu Deus, baixou minha reputação sem querer. Não posso fazer mais nada porque senão vai dar ruim pra mim. Mano, fala que eu tenho muita coisa, velho. Muita coisa que eu tenho e eu tô morrendo de sono. Eu vou ter que viver na treta aqui, senão acabou. Né? Não, acabou, acabou.
I ought to mention, the iconoclasts are loyal folk. Treat them right, they'll do the same. Turn on them, they'll open fire without a second thought.
Everybody here looks wore out. Is it just me?
Just me?
A manta queen.
Yeah, we felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
A total failure, then. So much for the ruins.
And hell only knows where the Van Oys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... Ah, let's talk later. It seems we have company.
Ah.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts.
Tá. Eu sei que você está sem profeta, é uma pena.
Ah, yes.
E aí, Luquito, beleza?
Accepting the truths of philosophism is to
Boa
open
noite.
your heart to its
Tudo
wisdom.
bom?
I've found the written word to be quite effective in helping people do that. But alas, the eternal truth hasn't been generous with the paper and ink. Now,
Eu tô bem também, só tô morrendo de sono louco. Me deu muito sono agora, cara. Eu vou ter que terminar aqui e vou ir lá no banheiro rapidão.
stop. No.
Né? Mas
Spreading
nisso
the
tamo bem.
truth is the only way to combat the board's poisonous campaign of propaganda against their people.
Deixa eu responder aqui. Essa transmissão não está funcionando. Ninguém tá ouvindo.
I realize the board has blockaded our efforts, but Devil's Peak is an interplanetary radio tower. Surely somebody is listening. Surely?
Eu tô transmitindo só numa frequência de rádio e pouquíssima gente consegue perceber.
Excuse me, I'm from Edgewater on Terra 2. If you'll pardon my saying, nobody I know's ever heard of you.
All the more reason to double down on our efforts.
Graham, we should be
Azor.
focusing on survival anyway. Food, ammo, and medicine.
Mas eu terminei a live sem já louco.
Maybe
Uma
now's
horinha.
the time to pivot.
Pivot, huh? If radio isn't working, we might try another way. It seems the captain's timing is more than just serendipitous. It must be fate.
Foi duas?
I've had my sights on an old printing press for some
Melhor que eu,
time.
hein?
The board uses magazines and advertisements to subtly focus the colony's attention. We will use their tricks against them.
Wait, that's not what I meant.
Tô quase querendo fechar aqui
Help
pra ir
me
dormir.
clear out and repair the press, and I will have no need for that rust bucket of a radio tower.
Espera, tá dizendo que você quer imprimir sua doutrinação na revista dele?
Citizens of Halcyon are glued to their periodicals. They obsess over tossball and fashion, and the board uses these obsessions to control them. Even I find myself occasionally distracted by their positively shameful quality of editing and unacceptable disregard for grammatical structure. My literary prowess will hook them, and the eternal truth will reel them in. Listen to me. I'm starting to sound like one of Sanjar's fishermen.
Você vai parecer um escritor amargurado.
I may have worked in the presses once, but the bitterness of being slave to their abhorrent rules has long since vanished. All right, almost vanished. Can you believe they don't put a comma after the final item in a series?
Peraí, louco.
Bastards.
Como é que é? É porque a live Pokémon tá dando um pouco de ânimo. Fiquei uma hora atrás de Shine. Caraca, uma hora? Pelo amor de Deus. Vou ajudar.
Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago.
Que
Huxley should have
isso?
delivered
Isso aí
them
que é,
yesterday.
isso que é um Pokémon, Pokémon de verdade.
Where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared
Isso
the
que é
wraps
gostar do
out
jogo,
yet.
hein?
What are you doing wasting bits on... Wait, where is Huxley?
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead.
Fornece a vocês?
One of our sympathizers. A woman named Carlotta periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store.
5 ou 6
Stellar Bay has
Shine?
caught on, but they remain friendly.
Mas que Shine muda?
Goods now come at a considerable markup.
Tudo bem, eu volto.
Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
Pessoal, pegue cartuchos de alta capacidade ou suprimentos extras. Não. Dá pra fazer isso aí, né? Mas no próximo vídeo a gente continua. Beleza?